Hi, my name is Wesley. I'm here today to demonstrate for you the new Paul Reed Smith P22 Trem. I spent the last years as the touring guitar player for Porcupine Tree, and I was able to use the prototype for this guitar on tour for a couple hundred shows, and then eventually able to use this guitar on some touring as well. So I wanted to kind of demonstrate to you today how I use the guitar and how it kind of functioned with the piezo and the magnetic system in the same guitar for me on tour. First off, the guitar itself is based on the Custom 22, which means it's just going to be a great guitar. For me to tour guitar, it has to be really functional, it has to intonate well, and it has to stand up to a lot of road destruction. And this guitar certainly did it. I just had this actual instrument in Europe for a month in a double gig bag with the other P22, and they survived the journey flawlessly. One of the things I'd like to do right now is just kind of give you a little demonstration on how the guitar sounds on its own. So as you can see, the guitar sounds great. Now, one of the other features about this guitar is, like a Custom 22, it has the Trem. The difference being, in this Trem, there's a piezo system built into it. As I was touring the other guitar, people would ask me questions: did the piezo system affect my tone? Did it affect the tuning? Did it affect the intonation? The answer is no. The guitar always sounded fantastic, intonated perfectly, and stayed in tune like all Paul Reed Smith Trem systems do. So I'll just give you a little demonstration of how the Trem works on the magnetic side. Works great, comes back in tune every time. Now, the interesting thing is the guitar's got 5708s in it, which I really like. So if I was just looking at this instrument without the piezo in it, I could play this as my main guitar. Now, what makes this guitar unique is the piezo in the bridge. It's got the LR bags, Paul Reed Smith electronics in it, as the other, just like the other Paul Reed Smith guitars with piezos. It's got two outputs, a little three-way switch, and a volume knob. The first output is for magnetic, or if you have just one cable plugged into it, it's a magnetic and piezo blend. When you add the second cable and run it separately, I run it to an AB box, which sends it to a DI, which you can send it to your PA or a separate amp or anything you want it to. Then the magnetic comes out this side and the piezo comes out this side. The piezo controls are right here as a three-way. In the down position, it's off. In the middle position, it's blend, and in the top position, it's just piezo. And this is a volume control for the piezo, so it gives you a lot of tonal capabilities. There's a lot of studio applications for this this blend of sound, but as a touring guitarist, mostly I was focused on the live side of things. One of the ways I needed to use the piezo was as a blend between the piezo and the magnetic. I would start off on this one song, we called it The Sound of Music. I would start off with the piezo and then blend in a hot electric sound with some effects on it. And it kind of went like this. With an AB switching system, you can get in and out of the piezo really quickly. You can get in and out of the magnetic side really quickly. It's just unbelievably versatile. One of the great things about the piezo sound is coming straight out of the guitar, going to a DI box, going to the PA. Our sound man had to EQ it very little for it to sit in the mix. I'll give you a little taste of that right now with just the piezo. It's really cool to have the Trem on there. Obviously, I'm over-exaggerating it there a bit, but for expression, using it with the piezo or the magnetic side, it works perfectly. So overall, the roundup of the guitar is great. As just a guitar itself, it's classic PRS. It's just bulletproof. Again, I just put it through a month of torture and it came out fantastic. It sounds great. The 5708 pickups are fantastic. You add the piezo into the Trem and you've got a lot of different combinations and possibilities, as much as your creativity can let you access. It's just a fantastic instrument, and I mean, I've been using one of these as my main guitar for the last 5 years and I absolutely love it. So if you get a chance, go out, check it out, and try it a lot of different ways. Try recording with it, try playing with it live. You'll just really enjoy it.